On the air. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York.
Stop, here we go, bucket off the pick and roll. Champs, gotta go, we don't move it scary. Last time a shed a tear, that when Prince died. Cause if we rockin', then you know we rockin' like a Slipknot. See, this ain't basketball at halftime. We don't switch sides. She thinks she love me, but she fell in love with my rich side. I got it for less. Flip that, then I got on a check. Dispatch, then we go on a race. Switch it up if that other place. Mix it up, got a lot on my plate. Got the broccoli and cheese with the beef on the side. This ain't no regular steak. No one wrong way. Richer than me. This ain't up for debate. You gotta love. Maybach, lay back, matte black. Just to on your truck. Now I'm in the AMG with the all black tint. They don't know it's me, but they got a little hint. How you worry about it when you can't pay rent? I've been there. Lago and Bowie, I went there. Off of MLK used to live there. Basketball on the tee.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Velus Jones now from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Running again with Barkley on second down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. They'll roll him out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Giants at 7-1 now on the year. And they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And as much as we hate to play this game, you know I'm going to do it anyway. Extrapolate that over a full season. What does that come out to, partner? 14-2. And anyone in the NFL, they'd sign up for that record, that's for sure.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw going into the hands of Williams. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. And the slot man goes in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long.
Detroit Johnson.
Now Jones. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 21. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
First down,
Hurts. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for Philly. 41 yards.
First and goal, Philadelphia.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Throwing, Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Here's 2nd and 3.
Detroit. Triple right, Pacino.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Now a give, right side, Swift. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
Back to throw here.
He's going to get that to Swift underneath.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. Now Jake Elliott, earlier in his career, he beat these Giants with a 61-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
off the play fake. Jones. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 56 yards.
Despite writing it down in my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow, and this guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Barkley, and Barkley did not get there. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Okay, here we go.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gano the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
2nd and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And he's up in it after a gain of 4, up to the 25-yard line.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. On is Jake Bailey to send this one away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. On the return is Jones. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Brown the motion man right.
Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Here we go, here we go. Up, go.
Jones now throwing on 1st down.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
20. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
DeAndre Swift with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
With his slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
He's going deep for Brown, and that's caught inside the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. They go play action here on 1st down. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
With an amazing diving catch.
And the Giants are once again back in front.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will make this a 4-point game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line.
at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40.
A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Hey, Silver. Go Silver, right?
On 1st down, Hurts.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st. Back to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Giants are going to have it here at their own 15. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Jones wants to change it up.
Hey, let's punch it in. Let's punch it up.
Barkley off tackle left. And getting this just shy of midfield is spotted at the 49. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Go, Gutter! Go, Gutter! Go, Gutter! Triple right, Pacino! Triple right, Pacino! Ladybug, 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 Ladybug. Timberland, Timberland, Timberland. Up, go!
Back to throw. Jones. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look. On 3rd down, Barkley. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima, Adriana Lima.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Brown goes in motion left. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 10-yard touchdown run.
And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers powering his way forward. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Another first down there as this one goes for 25.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And we all know how talented this guy is, who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
63.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
63. Hey, Silver. Go Silver, Rick.
They'll drop to throw.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him.
And they'll get to him short of the first down at about the 16. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Now they'll audible to something else.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
114 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Bama, Bama, Bama. Dom Capers, Dom Capers. Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. And now here's a carry heading left.
Down to about the 32.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Again, it's Barkley.
And he is going to have a New York 1st down, and the Giants are going to win the football game.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get them home free.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Now Jones is going to bat this forward on the jet sweep.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.